Morning, fabulous.
Hey guys, good morning. Good morning. I hope everybody's having an amazing day. I have something super special for you guys this weekend. If you're not already thinking about how your life may shift, and I actually didn't realize until yesterday that all of Italy is on shutdown. So if you haven't already started to think about how your life may shift because of the coronavirus, I actually have something coming up for you guys this weekend and throughout the next few weekends. I'm going to be doing a series of events that you could get for a lower cost because when I put them out to the public, they're going to double and triple and quadruple in price. But you can get yours for $49. And this week, I'm actually going to be focused on how to build successful virtual events. And what you have to realize is, I even still see people putting events out there, but they just canceled South by Southwest, and they just canceled a major uh, fashion expo in New York. And there's this thing. There's three different things you have to worry about when we're talking about this virus. There's quarantine, where you're mandated not to go anywhere. There's isolation, where they asked you not to go anywhere. And then there's social distancing. And with social distancing, they're telling you that they advise you not to go to any heavily populated social events of any kind. And so if you're somebody that normally hosts live events, if you're an event planner, uh, um, an event coordinator, whoever you are, you want to make sure that you understand how to shift from live events to virtual events. And that's what I'm going to be teaching this weekend. bit.ly/virtual event masterclass 2020. I think it's critical for anybody. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Vicky, Cecilia. Good morning, Aisha. Good morning, Sharon. I think if you've ever thought about doing events or you're going to do events, I think it's critical that you come to this course. It's only $49 now. When I release it to the public, it's going to be $297 because I'm just building the bundle now. But what do you guys think about? And if you haven't started to think about preparing your household, if you haven't started to think about working from home, doing things from home, the public is going to need some entertainment. Because we do get to that place where um, people are asked not to go anywhere, people are going to get tired of TV fast. They're going to get tired of Netflix fast. So online is going to be where it's at. There are going to be more people online than ever before. So don't miss the opportunity to host things that will entertain them. And that's what this masterclass is about. Even some ideas on what to do, uh, how to get people there, how to get your speakers, how to monetize these events. I'm going to just pause real quick and ask, have you guys put any real thought into what happens if the coronavirus gets as bad in the United States as say it is in Italy? Has anybody thought about that? Yes or no? Because especially as business owners, you got to think about the global impact to your business. Verlin, have you thought about it?
I didn't give much thought until last night during our class. I thought maybe I just had to postpone it, push it out to October. But really, I don't have to do that.
You don't have to.
I don't.
And it really depends on what's going on in your city. And really, what's the date of your event?
What's the name of it? The Audacity.
No, what's the date?
Oh, the date now I was looking at, well, it was supposed to be May 17th. And so now I was pushing it out to October is what I was thinking until last night.
And so what did you decide to do?
I decided I could do it virtually.
You can.
Mhm.
You absolutely can. And then not only that, virtual should always be an option for us anyway. Anytime we're doing something live, there's always going to be somebody that can't come that wishes they could come. But you just, right now, we don't know which way this is going to go. So it's very difficult to plan any type of live event if you just don't know. And
Yeah.
I don't want people to be stressed or have anxiety, but I want you guys to be ready. I want you to be prepared. And anytime we get lemons, we have to be advantageous and make lemonade. So if you've never hosted your own virtual event, and I don't care who you are or what kind of event it is, you know, if you're a doctor, you could be hosting an event on how to stay healthy. People can't come to the doctor's office. People can't come for their regular appointments, so you're losing money.
Yeah.
So you have to figure out how to make that money up. And being online and doing things virtually is going to be the way. So bit.ly/virtual event masterclass 2020. How many of you guys actually plan on hosting events this year? That could be expos. That could be book signings. Good morning, Millionaire Barber. That could be anything. How many of you actually had planned to host virtually event masterclass 2020 Berlin? I hate when they make them long bit.lys like that.
I know I did that, but it's going somewhere else.
Hold on, let me look it up.
Okay.
So yeah, if you plan on,
I was going to say I'm glad to that you came up with this, because people are losing a lot of money. Those who have placed deposits on their venues and with their caterers, they're losing a lot of money because they're not refunding them.
they're not, and depending on what kind of event insurance you have, you may not get a refund.
Right.
It's virtual event masterclass 2020, no S.
Okay. Thank you.
But yep, in case you haven't realized it, people are getting events canceled all over the place. So I want to give you guys some options on how to keep going, regardless as to what's going on in the event space. Because whatever you had, whatever reason you were having the event to begin with, that still needs to happen. If you were having the event to launch a product, if you were having the event to launch a book, if you were having the event to network, those things still need to happen, or you shut your business down completely.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to do that.
So I asked, nobody responded. How many of you guys plan on even hosting virtual events this year, or any type of events this year? And if you haven't thought about it, you may want to come to this masterclass and think about it, because some of the things that you did before to be able to drum up business, you may not necessarily be able to do those things now. Oh, I'm sorry, Millionaire Barber. I got so many screens up. He said, I said B. So yes, if you're somebody who's going to have a live event this year, you definitely want to think about. And let me tell you something about virtual events. I've had live events where I had 150 people in the room and 300 or 400 people on live stream. So when you have virtual events, you globalize your event. You allow more access for people to attend. It's cheaper because you don't have to have food. You don't have to have drink. It's more flexible. And in the past, I've done both. But this year, we're getting rid of our live schedule completely until we see which way this coronavirus is going. And then we'll pick back up. but we want to focus on our digital brand and building our digital presence this year. And live events, they are something by themselves. You have to actually do some work. I say far more work on a live event than you have to do on a virtual event. And so bit.ly/virtual event masterclass 2020. I'm only hosting one Sunday at 7:00. Millionaire Barber, they say that, but also if you run into, he said Black people can't get the coronavirus, but if you run into a citywide ban, or you run into a statewide ban, or a regional quarantine, they're not gonna let you have your event even if it's full of Black people. See, you have to think broader than that, because right now in Italy, they are quarantining entire regions. So if it gets to the United States and it gets like that, they are going to quarantine regions. They're not gonna say, Black people, y'all can move around. The white people, the Asian people, Hispanic people, y'all gotta stay at home. They're not gonna say that. They're not gonna say that. And some of the events we had lined up were multicultural, different expos and things. And so you gotta worry about turnout and things like that. So better safe than sorry, guys. No. I know, Millionaire Barber. We made that same deduction. So we're not slow. We're woke. But at the same time, again, if you have a regional quarantine, they're not gonna quarantine people by races. They're gonna say, can't nobody go nowhere. Everybody stay at home.
Right.
And they're gonna have the military enforced to make sure ain't nobody roaming around out there. I saw Italy, they got the military at the bus stations, train stations. You can have limited access to the grocery store.
Martial law.
Yeah, martial law. Thank you, baby. As long as the grocery store can guarantee that people won't be within 3 meters of each other or something like that. So it's just one of those things where there's safety and preparation. Better safe than sorry. Live events cost me a lot of money. I could spend as much as $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 on a live event. I don't want to spend that level of money and then get down to the day of. No, we actually use Mevo and get down to the day of, and I can't host it.
You can't host it, right?
So, again, that better safe than sorry is virtual event, no S, Berlin. Virtual event masterclass. I'm gonna get her to change that one today. That's a lot of S's and a lot of words.
It is.
I don't know why they make them so long. I'm like, don't make them so hard. Don't make them so long. That part. So, Berlin, you took the start of the training already. Tell them what you think about the training so far.
The training was amazing. When you're on the outside looking in, you think, well, they got these 5, 6 different guests, and they have one particular topic and they discuss it. But it's so much on the backside that goes on. So much. And you could just miss 1 or 2 little steps and it can throw it all off. It really can.
I think people see us do so many,
right?
And they think it's easy. And they don't realize that all of those steps to get people to show up, to get people where they need to be on time. So Restream, he asked me what all screens I got open. I got open Restream, but I got open Instagram, but then I got open another screen so I could see my Facebook. And I normally have on another screen so I could see my Periscope. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 right now, but normally 5. So a lot of times people, excuse me, see other people do stuff And they say, oh, that looks so easy, like riding a bike. You get on that bike. I tried to get on a bike, man, a few years ago, man. I almost bust my head. Because you remember it being so easy. It's not as
Right.
easy as you think. And again, you're gonna be in the house. So you're gonna be looking for things to do yourself to be able to entertain, inspire, and educate. And those virtual events are definitely the way to go. People are going to be looking to be entertained. So you may want to think about having your ducks in a row so you can entertain them.
Yeah, because it's nothing like sitting in the house and there's nothing to do, but it really can come down to sitting in the house and you can't go anywhere. I mean, when I heard the word pandemic yesterday several times, it's kind of scary to be like held hostage home. You can't go anywhere. You can't do anything. I don't know how I would handle anything like that. And someone add me. Beatty. Give us one moment, please. I'm still working on this link. But they all coming up wrong.
You are right. it takes some getting used to. I think I'm gonna change it. But guys, that's all I have this morning. I'm gonna jump to some meetings. We want you to be ready. Don't wait until it's too late to get ready. Don't wait until the tide has shifted beyond what you need. You've got to be able to look at the world and say, where are things going and how can I take the best advantage of that? It may not always be what you want, but I best believe that it's always something that you need. All right, Coach, love y'all. Y'all have a great day.
Thanks for joining.